on everyone's mind. The unemployment, the loss of homes, lost businesses, and skyrocketing food costs are hitting every American. So everyone needs food security.
Folks, this month you will get free shipping on every food order from eFoods Direct. That's right. Every order gets free shipping starting September 6th. Get stocked up with the best storable foods out there with eFoods Direct and be prepared for any emergency before it happens. To take advantage of this special, call 800-409-5633 or go to efoodsdirect.com/Alex.
Defending the Republic from enemies, foreign and domestic. It's Alex Jones.
Okay, I want to blitz through a ton of news that we haven't gotten to yet. And then we've got Bob Chapman joining us. We'll get another report from on the ground in Denver with this big federalization, police state acclamation drill happening. If you're watching us on prisonplanet.tv and not listening on the radio, you can see what I have here to my left. If you're on the radio listening, I would ask you to go to Infowars.com because it is things like this Made in America stainless steel, high-quality water filter that's handheld, a drinking bottle that'll do 100 gallons of swamp water, even more of just regular tap water, and reduces or completely removes everything under the sun. Some things it just reduces down to almost non-detectable levels. Great stainless steel, Infowars.com, Made in America water filtration system. Then we've also got the Infowars.com camouflage Don't Tread on Me hat, the Hunter Orange, which is my favorite now that we've gotten them in, Infowars hats, the Tyranny Response Team hats, and a lot more. And when you purchase the water bottles, you help yourself out. And, of course, you also help this broadcast and what we do here. We are funded by our sponsors, by our PrisonPlanet.tv subscribers, and that's how we basically run this operation. And, of course, video and T-shirt and book sales, things like that. So please think about the online video bookstore. It's got the T-shirts. It's got the Ron Paul shirts. It's got the Don't Tread on Me, Liberty or Death shirts. It's all there. And if you want to meet like-minded people, obviously, getting T-shirts is a great way to do it, or ball caps. You want to see how many fellow info warriors there are out there? You want to meet like-minded liberty lovers? Wear an Infowars.com baseball cap, or get an Infowars.com Ron Paul 2012 variant shirt. The double whammy, even more evil than just Ron Paul or Alex Jones alone. The two combined, so anti-globalist. Absolutely will send any minions of the system into conniption fits when they see it. And look, I'll put the call out again to listeners because I know a tiny fraction of our millions of radio listeners are PrisonPlanet.tv subscribers. I know that. I know that a handful of you are PrisonPlanet.tv subscribers. And that handful has helped us launch the nightly news, to make the films, to do the news websites, to have the reporters, the posters, the webmasters, the producers, the board ops, the directors, all of it. But we're adding a lot. We're adding the rant section where I'm doing more and more of these spontaneous rants on the weekend and uploading them there for my iPhone or for my home computer. The special report section that has an expanded interview with Dr. Wakefield and more from just a few days ago. The nightly news, 5 nights a week. And then, of course, Alex Jones Live. That's this 3-hour radio/TV show every day. And we've got ebooks there as well. We've got all of my films and a lot more, all at PrisonPlanet.tv. You can also get there by going to InfoWarsNews.com. And think about the revolution you're involved in when you're a member. You are funding this entire operation. And the fact that we're able to send reporters places, the fact that we're able to cover big issues, that more and more become national news stories. All the time now, news stories that we break or analysis that we put out ends up being the #1 story on the web some days. I mean, years ago, I'd have one of those a year. Now, every couple weeks, we're in the top 3 or 4 stories on the web, according to Alexa, Yahoo, Google, and other systems. We are reaching millions and millions of people. Think about it. I've made films like Endgame, Obama Deception, Fall of the Republic. Endgame, conservatively, tens of millions of viewers. Obama Deception, over 35 million last time I counted it up on the different YouTube channels and Google and other video platforms for free out there. 35 million people on a film that cost $100,000 to make. 35 million people. I'm not successful in the Capitol Department, but Glenn Beck doesn't have anything that's been seen 35 million times. Everything he's done together, all his books, his documentaries, don't come near that. Only thing that's bigger than that was the TV show. And again, I'm not in competition with Glenn Beck. I wish he was a true anti-globalist 100%. He's certainly better than George Soros. I mean, he's gotten better over the years. My point is, we're the real McCoy. You know, we started offering Tuesday's show Wednesday free in the InfoWars Insider newsletter. So he started offering his Tuesday show free on Wednesdays. He started doing his 4th hour of radio for subscribers only. That's something we started 5 years ago. I mean, it's great to be imitated, but then to also be attacked behind the scenes, I don't like that side issue. The point is, Al Gore reportedly, according to the London Telegraph, got 17,500 viewers to his 24 hours of baloney. Ladies and gentlemen, just with our subscribers and the fact that I allow the passcode to be shared, we've done the math. Guess how many people tune into the show every night at prisonplanet.tv? We're talking about close to 100,000 people because it streams once and then it streams all night. You add all those together. 600-something thousand downloading the free podcast every day. Over 300,000 listening to the free audio streams every single day, all added up together. Number 1 on Shoutcast. Number 1. We were number 1, ladies and gentlemen. What, just last month when the numbers came out. Not number 1 in talk radio, number 1, period. On Shoutcast, just one way we stream free audio. Think about that. We have been wildly successful in fighting the globalists, and that's why I didn't just sit there and say, well, I'll just keep doing things like making a film here and writing a book there or doing a special report here or there. No, making ourselves go to the next level. And really, it's been exhilarating busting our hind ends to put out these special reports in the nightly news shows. And I found it invigorating to actually work even more and do new things. And we've got a lot more new coming down the road. I'm going to be trying a lot of new things out in the fight. And there's nowhere where your support is having a bigger effect. You cannot deny it. Now, maybe you were a PrisonPlanet.tv member 8 years ago or 6 years ago. It's been around 8.5 years now. We've added so much more. Higher quality bandwidth, more options, the films at higher quality, everything there. But I know that's why most of you aren't even members for that reason. You're there to support us. Now it's a more powerful tool. Now you can download it easier and share it. Now you can share your passcode with even more people. I'm thinking about turning it up to 10 people being able to use the same passcode at the same time simultaneously. The problem is there's some server issues, not with streaming it to that many people, but there's some issues with the actual platform servers themselves. I mean, the site itself, not even the media, but we're working on that. And then they show me graphs that'll eat up any profit we've got that we need to then invest into more reporters, more equipment, more. I'm trying here. And quite frankly, I've been searching for a long time for somebody better than me. Because if I found somebody better than I was, and because I'm certainly not perfect, I would hire them and immediately thrust them into a leadership position. I've tried to work with other people a lot. A lot of times you get them around you and they go crazy and try to, lie about you thinking like they'll kill the king or something politically. Or they will just flip out with the amount of power they get. It's just, I guess it takes a hermit like myself who just wants to go home and oil paint or go home and water plants in the yard to be able to deal with all this stress and all the craziness and quite frankly, the notoriety that comes with it. But we're finding good folks who aren't mentally ill and who are great. People like Mike Adams, people like Aaron Dykes, who has to be made to go on TV and made to go on the radio. And because I want to get to a point where you don't hear Alex Jones on the air except maybe once a week. Not because I don't even want to be doing the work, but because we need more people. We need more people that get a full spectrum breakdown analysis of what's happening. We need more people. We need more leaders. We need them. And I've always felt God on moved me in my heart that I'm looking for the real leader. That's what I'm here for, that I am going to trigger things with you that are going to lead to the destruction of the globalist. And Ron Paul has said that as well. He knows that even if they cheat him, he doesn't win. He's won by becoming a top-tier candidate and injecting real issues so that as everything he talked about completely comes true, it will be remembered. And he knows he's talking about it's a war of ideas. He's trying to change the course of history. He's trying to get a new group of people, young people, to not see the socialist mode or the controlled right-wing fascist mode, but to see the liberty way, not the false left-right paradigm. And the Bilderberg Group reportedly going back 4 years ago and again 2 years ago is very upset the #1 growing group, and now in many cases #1 period, is not communists, not fake environmentalists, not socialists, not neocons, fake Republicans, but what you'd call Ron Paul, Alex Jones type libertarians who really get it, who really get what's happening, how the ultra-rich use the dependent welfare class as a weapon against the middle class, the rediscovery of history. And so that's what feels good at the end of the day. I know I have committed so much time and energy and so much research and so much passion that we have already really wounded the globalists bad. They're bleeding all over the floor. I mean, they are bleeding. We have stabbed them quite a bit. It's a powerful dragon, but it's got its guts hanging out right now. It's blood all over the floor. We're bleeding bad too, but it doesn't matter. Just keep stabbing and stabbing. That's what matters. Oh, the dragon just bit into me. That's even better. Now I'm right by your eyes. Ah, yes. It's that commitment, full energy in against the machine, total commitment. I don't care what you say or what you do. I'm not afraid of what you manufacture or what thing you make up. It doesn't matter. In the end, I will defeat you. Humanity will defeat you. Because we don't have a choice. I said I get to news and I'm ranting now. The point is, if you are not a prisonplanet.tv member, it's growing fast, but I want to see it explode. I want to see it absolutely, totally explode. Because obviously, just that 100,000 or so that watch each day on there, then, of course, we then put it on the YouTube channel a day later, and then that gets millions of views a week together, and then it spills out everywhere, and we can't even count it. That's before we even, it's only in a Genesis orbit right now. It's only in a new place. It's always a new level, a new advancement, more and more against the globalist. That is the main strategic goal. Our goal is to break your conditioning and help you then break other people's conditioning, not to make them believe or see what you see, but to see that there is a wider world going on, that there is manipulation taking place. That is our goal. And we are succeeding in history. We've learned the secret. Individuals are powerful. Ideas are powerful. Good will trump evil if you step up against it. It doesn't mean you're going to win individually. But in the end, the idea will be victorious if you are committed. Let's say in my game of chicken with the New World Order, they don't turn off. And I plow head on into them. They're a lot bigger than I am. And that won't bring them completely down, but it will create a new gouge in their face, a new cut. And that blood will run into their eye as they swerve more down the road. And as more of us fly into them, they're going to go off the edge of the cliff. So it's our job to just keep going in, going in, going in, going in, going in, going in. Just keep going in against them, never stopping. And just let our strength and our spirit of victory pour out of us. That's what we need to know. I didn't get mad at Kurt Haskell, who witnessed the government try to blow up that airline on Christmas Day when he said, we're all lost. There's nothing we can do. It's pure evil. My God, the whole government's terrorist. That's what somebody comes to that point when they first realize the government at the top is terrorist, is criminal, is as evil as it gets, because they all compete with each other. It's evil at the top competing, so you get the worst in there. It's like it's Indy 500 of evil, survival of the most evil, survival of the fittest, social Darwinism at the top. The worst cancer takes over the body in this type of system. I wasn't mad at him. I saw that as a process. That feeling of doom. But then you realize you don't have anywhere to go. You're going to have to go ahead and fight. And then that's empowering. I mean, when you realize, as I showed the other night, mainstream news articles, New York Daily News, you name it, that didn't get any attention. But I showed it. in that special report on eugenics that we emailed out to everybody yesterday, even if you're not a PrisonPlanet.tv member, where they took little black kids mainly, and mentioned their names, 7-year-olds, people like that, and took them and chained them down and fed them pesticides for a week till they died. And the descriptions of the children begging, please, please, it hurts, and the pharma companies murdering them. You know, that's a hard... Some people are like, well, that's impolite. That's scary. Don't talk about it. I don't like that show. Well, they're still killing the kids right now. I mean, is somebody going to help them?